So yeah, this is a funny one. This is a funny one because if you have not seen it, Caitlin Clark was at a baseball game. She was at a San Francisco Giants game. And I'm gonna be real, like this is obviously Caitlin's gone doing something on her day off in San Fran before playing as the Golden State Valkyries. But who else was there? Pods. If you know anything about pods, I'll show you this. And ironically, look who else is in this. Look who else is in this picture right here. Good old I'll laugh at threats or at joke, but probable joke threats of like of Caitlin Clark as well. But Paul spent last year victory lapping, taunting everything he could in the sideline to be the most insufferable human being in the history of basketball. Like what he did last year was genuinely just completely insufferable. But if you guys didn't see as well, immediately Pauls goes and sits down. Pauls walks into the game suddenly. Oh, there's Caitlin and Connor. There's Caitlin and Connor McCaffrey. At the game, they're joking. Caitlin's like, well, yeah, I'm going to go and give you 40. nah, she probably won't. If Caitlin gets 20, it's a good game. I can't lie. Against the Valks. Sorry. 3:30 in the morning. If Caitlin gives you 20, it's a fantastic game, her against the Valks. But she doesn't eat our... Jesus. Sucks being invisible, Caitlin. Levels to this. Paul's will be the face. What are we all on about? Now he wants to say hi and act normal. I mean, fair. It's kind of the way people are. Like, it's one thing to go and taunt at a game, but like, this is obviously hilarious. Nobody knows who Pods is. Caitlin's just out here looking confused. But yeah, like that would be that kind of makes sense, you know. That kind of makes sense, but obviously it's a different thing. But yeah, just all around when it comes to Pods being at the game, obviously the San Francisco Giants made sure as hell that they tweeted out that Pods was there, and they made sure to tweet out Pods stat line. And the thing, I find it hilarious that Pods is probably going to be most known for when it's all said and done. He's probably going to be most known for being the for being the guy for the Twitter post. For being the guy who went viral on Twitter because he dropped 30 points and the guy tweeted out I'm not tweeting till Pods drops 30. And during that time, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, like there were like listing players who had 30. And it was like the some of the players that had 30 were absolutely crazy, but no Pods. No Pods at all. But yeah, it is it's one of these things now where now there's even more for this game. Obviously, the whole Tip Hayes situation was pretty big. Like we know the Tip Hayes situation is a pretty damn big one. That Tip Hayes very clearly, like her and Caitlin, like Tip Hayes is gonna go out there and try to, like, the thing I hate is that like in these scenarios where we talk of these potential games, players have gone for Caitlin Clark. Like, when players big up a game too much, like let's never forget again when what you call it, when Angel wore the like Joker sneakers and made it a huge deal that she was playing Caitlin Clark. That was the one time, and I'm not saying Angel went out and targeted Caitlin, but it was the one time where Angel caught Caitlin in the head with a block. Like she tried to block Caitlin and missed so badly that she smacked her in the head, which like isn't a great look, which wasn't a great look at the time. So it's like, if your whole thing is about, oh yeah, you know, about this game and trying to make it bigger than it is, almost, the likelihood of something bad happening increases in case of tip haze. Pods doesn't give a damn. Pods is just an NBA player who got himself in as the unofficial mascot of the Valkyries last year. And yeah, I don't know. Like, he's a pretty okay NBA player. Like, I'm not going to disrespect Pods because he's not bad. Like, I know some people will joke and call Pods terrible. And I mean, like, considering his like near untouchable status in the Warriors organization, is he is he that good? No. Is he that good? But like, obviously not. That being said, he's still pretty good. I can't stress enough, like, a lot of teams would want Pods. According to that bullshit gravity stat, Pods actually has more gravity than he has more gravity than Nikola Jokic. So if the NBA were pushing that stat, that's one thing. That's one pretty big thing. But yeah, it's one of those things where this is one of those times where something's going to go semi-viral. This is where something's going to go semi-viral. Like, people are going to be laughing about it, showing it everywhere. And obviously the two of them are people where their only public interaction has been Paul celebrating in Caitlin Clark's face. And like, we all know that was the biggest clip of Pods at games for the Valks was in fact him going viral for the Caitlin Clark scenario. And yeah, all around, it is not the biggest deal in the world, but it is something that I do feel like we probably should at least we should talk about, because it makes the game tomorrow even bigger. The fact that, again, Pods is bumped into Caitlin, you better believe Pods is showing up to that game tomorrow. You better believe it. Like, if Regan lives for these games, like, his team didn't make the playoffs. Has Pods played a playoff game in his career? When was the last time Warriors made the playoffs? I'm blanking. I'm like, did the Warriors make the playoffs in 2024? NBA standings. Because I know they didn't this year. 23-24. The Warriors were the 9th seeds. I think they made the playoffs, and I think they get blitzed by the Nuggets maybe. Last year, the Warriors, I cannot remember if they made the playoffs last year either. I think they did, because I don't think the Kings made the play. Oh, maybe the Kings did. I actually have no idea. If they did, they so they lost in 5 last year to the Timberwolves, and did Timberwolves not beat the? So in the they lost to. Did they make it that year? No, they didn't make the playoffs in 2024. So Pods has played one round of the playoffs in his career. So yeah, obviously this is somebody that has obviously been shit talking a lot. Oh, sorry, no, 2. They beat the Rockets in 5. Either way, it doesn't really matter. This is probably bigger than that for pods. But yeah, another reason to watch the game. Be interesting game tomorrow. See you guys.